Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen, the Alliance for Loki, and sorry about the extreme hat head, but I'm just getting back from hiking. I wanted to make a video on my run through Paragon Gauntlet. I'm not exactly sure what to call this. I guess this is the Thronebreaker Paragon Gauntlet for this month. And so I sold it every fight and just wanted to show you the fights, and especially the ones with my newly ascended Nick Fury, who is just amazing attacker. And so this first fight is against who is this? Sabretooth? No, this is I've forgotten his name. He has some name. What is it? Maybe it'll come to me when I see it. It is Craven, that's who it is. Okay, so this is Craven here. So Craven, I decided to go with Sunspot. The thing about this node is that he basically will put you en route with SP1 and SP2. If he gets to SP2, he will then gain a bar power over 4 seconds to get an SP3. So it's sort of a scary fight. I thought I would just try to basically kill him quickly was my goal. And, the fight goes pretty well. Just sort of trying to get my attacks in, bait out the SP1 here, figure I might as well deal with that. And there's a trap. I'm going to go throw myself in the trap, just figuring I can get myself out of it. You can see he's starting to gain the bar power, but it is okay because he just throws his SP2, which I can dodge and just seeing the route, waiting for it to end. Get the long stuns because of the flames, I think, on him. And now I'm set up for a big SP2, and I'm hoping this kills him. And almost does the job, but not quite. But I have a lot of what you call incinerates on him, so I bait out the incinerates, and now I'm just going to again gain my SP2 because I got a lot of power from reabsorbing those, and that is the end right here. So a good fight, basically one that having a rank 2 Sunspot makes a huge difference just with the speed you can do this fight. And so that was the first solo of this. The next one is against this thing. This thing doesn't have anything too extraordinary on him. I can't quite remember the nodes. Maybe I look at them. Do I look at them? Let's see. Nope, I just go right in. Okay. I don't think I even cared about the nodes, to be honest. I think I just decided to go do the fight. I don't feel like the nodes were anything too bad for Nick. And so that does have that. You can see that little 3 counter up above, which is pointing the wrong way. There's something about these dash charges. To be honest, I sort of ignored what they do. My goal was just a normal thing fight with Nick, and it doesn't bleed, but every time I put a bleed on, it controls his rock stack, so it allows me to keep the rock stack sort of at a happy level there. I get an intercept, I guess, to help me with those dashes. Oh no, it gives me a big fury, that's right. I forgot, intercepting him in this node gives a nice fury. And again, just sort of playing a normal thing fight. Not too much extraordinary here. If the fight goes well, I might just play this at a little quicker speed. It's because there's not too much to see other than what you've been seeing. And so let's just set the fight by twice the speed, and here it goes. It's definitely taking my damage just from hitting into his block. I think I got hit once. But again, nothing to worry about in this fight other than to just sort of keep up the normal style, watch the rock stacks, make sure they never get out of control. I think I do a pretty good job through this whole fight of keeping the rock stacks from ever getting too much. You can see they're at 15, so I have to bait out the SP1, but no big deal. There it is. And in again. It's a slow fight just because, of course, thing is tanky. It's hard to do a lot of damage on him. And Nick Fury's big form of doing damage is sort of limited because he doesn't put on any bleeds. And so, yeah, it's just a matter of slowly wearing him down. But, hitting pretty well. 4,000, 5,000 mediums with this ascended Nick Fury. Just ascended him last night and decided to finish this off with a big SP3. And there it is. And that's that fight. So that was the second solo, Nick Fury solo. And so now we're off to the third fight, which is Man Thing. Decided to swap out a champion here. Power Snack, you can see his nodes there. Nothing too bad again. Has, I guess the knockdown DOT. I didn't want to bring in who's someone like Void. His Unstoppables last a little longer. Nothing too much to worry about. Of course, always worried about the poison too. And so yeah, I was just checking out the Beast one too, just to see maybe if I'd bring in 2 champions, what that fight would would be like another one where it's sort of like a power gain fight, and Flux Dispersal is always annoying. It's one of these where it like you need to knock him down, but when you knock him down, he gets the debuff stun immune for a little bit, so it's a little bit of an annoying fight. I just fast forward through all the getting the champion. So I decided to bring in Hulk. I figured Hulk would be a good champion for, I know I use him for the Man-Thing fight. I'm not sure if I use him. Oh, sorry, not Hulk. Titania? No, I think I bring in Hulk. Let's see if I change my mind here. You can see, yep, there's the Hulk. That's what I thought. I thought Hulk would be a little better for this fight. And so Hulk goes in, again, not worried about too much with this node, just knowing that if I bait out a heavy, that his Unstoppable is going to last a little longer. But, just Hulk doing Hulk things, and this fight is, I feel like, relatively straightforward, nothing too much to worry about. He does get the, is this the one where if I dex, he gets the extra power? I think so. So I get a little nervous here because I'm going to push him to an SB2, and then I'm worried that he's going to get the extra power from the power snack, and there it is. But it doesn't push him to an SB3, luckily, so it's all right. But then, of course, I get hit, which is not all right. So anyway, I'm about to take a big SB3. I was really worried about how much damage it would do. It did a fair amount, but now I have my SB3, and you don't want to make Hulk angry, as I think we've all learned that in life. And so Hulk is now angry, so I'm at full power. I have 3 of my vulnerabilities on him, and now the damage just is really ramped up. You can see huge amounts of damage from my hits, the physical vulnerability. And when I was doing like 1%, now I'm doing like 10% per hit. And so that fight turned quickly. Luckily, I survived that SP3, and that really made the difference in that fight. Just speed up a little bit. And then we go to this beast fight. I think I decided to use Hulk again. No, I use Hercules. Yeah, this fight was a little bit annoying. Again, nothing too, oops, wrong direction. Nothing too extraordinary to worry about. I have to knock him down. He gets the stun immune, which is sort of annoying. And he has an energized too. I can't remember what the energized comes from. It comes from one of the nodes, but it's pretty much a standard Herc fight. There's nothing too much to worry about, except for the annoyance of having to bait out to bait the heavies, to get the heavies in. And so here's an interesting heavy counter. I didn't think it would connect, but it did work because he sort of jumps back after that special, but he did not jump back far enough. And so, yeah, we'll just fast forward through this fight, and you can see it in fast motion. But again, it's a pretty straightforward fight. Just slow because of the flux dispersion. You just have to keep on turning it off and then dealing with the stun immune. But Beast is a really easy champion to fight. Even with fairly sophisticated nodes on him, there's not much to worry about. And so we end this fight pretty easily. Definitely took some damage from Herc, but Herc is a monster. He just absolutely dominates this contest. And so I don't think I switch out. Do I switch out anyone here? Because I figured I'd use Nick Fury for both these fights, because again, he has all these things in there. It's the ebb and flow heavy, which I was most worried about, just because you have to knock him down. But I figured Nick would be good. I know Nick gets the silver bullet, advantage too, because of, I guess he's classified as one of those champions. And so here's the fight. I've learned just his specials. The specials are a little complicated for me just because I haven't learned them perfectly. The first one I know is sort of like a jump, and then a couple, I think there's 3 hits, and the second one is actually sort of the same one. Maybe it's 1 and then a big spring followed by a couple more hits. I'm more comfortable with the SP2, so I get the knockdown. There's the SP1, and I just sort of block it and then go at it again. And so yeah, just trying to do big damage to him, and yeah, put on the heavy just to get rid of the protection with the ebb and flow in there. I totally missed. I went in way too quick. The thing about him is he tries to howl, I feel, and when he tries to howl, it's a good time to go in and punish it. So if you sort of watch for the howl or play a little more aggressively, often you get these chances to hit him quickly. You can see there's a petrify on him, passive petrify. I'm pretty sure that's because I'm using my silver bullets, and so that's really cool. That's the silver bullet node. You have to again turn off the protection. There it is, gone. He throws his SP1. Actually know it a little better now. So yeah, basically had 1 hit, big jump forward, and then 3 more hits. And so I was just going after him, and there it is again. And so I did not punish it. I wasn't quite confident enough to go after it. have a little bit of degen on me, but it's not too bad from the rupture. Sorry, it's not degen, it's ruptures. And there he goes unstoppable. I probably should learn why he does that, but I didn't. And so he puts me in my second life, but he's pretty close to being dead. I do get stuck in the corner, which is always very scary, but I just turned it real quick with a lucky intercept and have my SB2 ready, which does huge damage, and I'm in my second life. And so this is sending Nick Fury. Oops, Katso is coming to say hello. Let's go say hello to Katso real quick. There's the Katso. Katso is interested in the video, or maybe not too interested. Oops, and there goes Katso. Okay, and then the last fight is against Morbius. And so Hard Knock Life, of course, is annoying. Just means that your parries start failing. Then I guess this DOT I wasn't too concerned about. The tactical retreat I was a little concerned about, but luckily I'm in my second life, so it wouldn't matter. And so yeah, so Nick Fury is already set up for this. And so yeah, these nodes don't look too bad. It's sort of just a normal Mobius fight, knowing that my parry won't always stick after the first one. Again, here's another one just from doing him in a event quest. I sort of understand his specials. I like his special 2 better because that's when he leaps forward 2 hits and then dashes back, and so I can usually counter that pretty easily. And so I push him to his SB2, and here I'm going to try bait it out. See if I'm successful. There it is. And then as soon as he flies backwards, I just go in and counterattack. Always worried about the psionic glide. There it is. And so I sort of bait that out, make sure it's out of the way before I go again. And again, this Nick Fury hits so hard. I mean, the Ascended Nick Fury is so cool. I'm really excited for my Ascended Nick Fury. I think he's awesome. And there you have it. Every fight a solo in the Gauntlet, and pretty good rewards for doing it. Of course, you get a fancy title and get a lot of gold, but yeah, the tier 3 and tier 6 is huge. You know, of course, the Nexus is nice. The 3,000 shards is nice. And so, yeah, it's pretty good package. And the 25%, I wish they were either Cosmic or Tech. I'm so close to getting my 4th one for another rank 2, but it was double skill, so I got 50% skill. But, oh well, that's the luck with the randomness. Anyway, hope you enjoyed these fights, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Good content, and I was happy to get all the solos, so probably a rarity that will happen with me. If you want to see more, let me know, and if not, I'll see you again, probably in a crystal opening video. I'm going to try to do more interesting videos than just crystal openings, and we'll see how it goes. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.